Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking yet another video and welcome if you're new. My name is DTG and this channel is all about me taking you guys along for the journey with me as I build this clothing brand. Now guys, I kid you not, I actually filmed 2 videos on Friday. Today is Wednesday. Played them back, ready to edit them, and they had no sound. So I'm back filming this video and the next video again today for you guys. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I created the tech pack for my sold out oversized Naya t-shirt. This is going to be an incredibly detailed video, so grab your pen, your paper or your computer. The template that I'm going to be using for this tech pack is available on my website teddyg.co.uk, so you can download it, you can work through it with me or work through it another time, however you want to do it. That template comes with the template that I'm using, the flat that I'm using, everything that you basically need. Let's get into it. Before I even properly get into this video, I wanted to take this opportunity to invite you all to an amazing online webinar that is happening on the 14th of April at 4 p.m. Stephen Bartlett is going to be hosting a masterclass aimed at small businesses and medium-sized businesses. He will take you through his invaluable experience when it comes to growing a business. He's going to cover topics like financial clarity, cash flow, reaching new clients, which is super important, and doubling your revenue, because we all know that we want to make money out here. We're starting a business not to just start, you know, we want it to grow so that we can eventually live on it or provide for further generations, whatever your plan is. So he's going to go through things that are going to be super valuable to you guys. And for those of you that don't know who Stephen Bartlett is, he is the youngest person to be a dragon on Dragon's Den, and this is because he is a visionary tech entrepreneur and founder of the $600 million company Social Chain, which is a social media agency. His value is invaluable and this masterclass is free. So guys, I'm going to have the link in my description and also in the little comment pinned thing so that you guys can sign up for the event. Like I mentioned, it's free, so why not? Anyway, let's get into this tech pack video. So I've got my laptop here and I'm gonna be recording my screen. Let me try and clear my desktop because honestly it is like embarrassing. Skip. Okay, so basically on my website, let's hop onto it ever so quickly. On my website, teddyg.co.uk, you are greeted with this page. And if you click on shop and click on the complete tech pack guide, this is a template that I'm going to be using. So in this guide, if you read more, watch me spot some spelling errors, you will see like what's included in the tech pack. So I have it downloaded here. And as you can see, it says opt because I last updated it in October. So I constantly try and update it. So you've got 2 folders here. You've got your folders for your flats, and that contains all the flats that I've created so far. I am going to be adding more flats as time goes on. And over here you have your tech pack guide, and within your tech pack guide you've got the blank template, and then you've got an example which is really helpful. And even me, when I'm doing this video today, I'm also going to be dipping in and out of this example. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to go into flats and we're going to click on t-shirts, and I'm going to click here where it says source file. Of course you're going to need to have Adobe Illustrator in order to open it on source file, but if you don't have Adobe Illustrator, I have also saved it as a PNG. So as you can see, I have opened it up in my Adobe Illustrator. I am gonna go through some of the key things in this video just so you can also edit the flats that are provided in this tech pack guide. So I need to edit this t-shirt flat. So basically the main tools that we're going to be using today are the direct selection tool, the selection tool, and probably like the fill tools down here. So we're going to click on the direct selection tool, which shortcut key is A, and I'm going to zoom into here and I'm going to click this anchor here because basically we just want to extend these sleeves so it's giving more of like an oversized look. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. And then I am going to click V, which is the selection tool. And I'm just going to move this out of the way just so I can deal with this line here. And I'm going to click back A, and I'm just going to drag this down. And I'm also going to do the same for the other side. And then as you can see these lines here, I'm going to click V, I'm going to select both like this. I'm just going to drag them into place. And then I'm going to click A, and I'm going to make it longer and make sure they're sitting in the right place. And I'll do the same for the other side. The last thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to click A again, and I'm just going to make this t-shirt just a tad bit shorter. So it's a bit more of like a nice little boxy look. That's looking more like it. Of course, the back is no longer matching, so I'm just gonna delete and copy and paste this. And then to make it look like the back, just got to get rid of these bits. And that's the back. I'm gonna highlight all of this, and I'm gonna change the stroke color to like a gray. And then I'm just gonna click this path here, like the outline of the whole t-shirt, and I'm gonna change the fill color to black. And I'm going to do the same for the back as well. And that's the reason why we changed those lines to that grey colour, so that they still appear. So the next thing I need to do is go ahead and grab my artwork, and we're just going to drag that into my Illustrator, and we just need to size that down. So you can see there's a lot of like area. You can crop that, but I don't think it's necessary. But if you want to crop it over here. I'm going to hold down Shift so that it doesn't like distort the image. To export, we just click up here, File, click Export, and I just click Export as. PNG is fine with me. I'm just going to highlight these two, and we're just going to change the fill color to no fill. Actually, I'm going to make it white. And that's just a plain image that we're going to be using. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to edit the artboards, and I'm going to add another artboard. So to edit artboards, you go over here, and I'm just going to move this t-shirt over here, and then I'm going to export as, use artboards all, and that should download both of them as like two separate images. So now we can go ahead and open the blank tech pack master, and I would also advise having this one open as well, just so that you can have a helping hand. So this is what the tech pack template looks like when you first open the master. So the first page that you meet is the cover sheet and the bill of materials. Now on this page, you can go ahead and fill in the details of the garments that you're creating the tech pack for. So as you can see here, all these little yellow like flag things, they just basically give you more information as to what to insert in that box, so it helps you. And then if you're still struggling with what to enter in the box, you can go ahead and open up the example, and that should help you further. The way I've created this is that once you fill in this first page, it will automatically fill in the rest of the pages. That's why you see like zeros here, but I don't believe you see zeros when you open it in Excel. It's just numbers. It's a little bit funny. So you would go ahead and type in your brand name, which in my case is Shvoshva, and as you will see, it's already copied itself onto the other pages. So the collection is called Juxtaposition. The style name is going to be Naya. The season, it was like winter, I believe. The date, so today's date is the 6th of April. Sample size will be a large. Description, so here you can insert the best description of your garment. So here I would write like oversized, heavy, black t-shirt, something like that. The main fabric is 100% cotton, and the sizes that it's going to be available in would be small, medium, and large. So now in this box, you need to go ahead and insert a sketch of your garment. So I'm just going to drag that over, and then in here we're going to do the main fabric swatch. So what I would do is go over to wherever you get your fabric from, place, but for the purpose of this video, I am just going to type in cotton fabric for t-shirt. So I need to specify the color. I would copy the image and paste it over here. There's our fabric swatch. Then over here is the bill of materials. So there is a description of your bill of materials, what you're expected to put in that box. You see it says what part of the garment. Here I'm going to write main fabric. Then in here, I'm going to write the description. As you can see, it gives you a bit of guidance. Then the GSM, we'll put 250. Color, we're going to put black. Supplier, who's going to supply the fabric. Let's say swatch on. I am actually going to just copy this because obviously I need to do the other color. We need the collar. In here we can actually put more details, so we can put 100% cotton single jersey, so that here I can write 100% cotton rib. Now guys, if you had like zips and stuff or like little extra things, this will be a lot like more detailed. So just to give you guys an example, if I hop over onto this cover sheet, you will see that I've got a lot more, like I've got the care, or actually can add in the care label. But even me, I still need my example just so that I don't like forget anything. So care label, what is it made out of? Woven damask. And this is out of satin, and this will be provided by Contrado. Contrado is an actual website where you can get these sorts of things from. Now we're going to move on to the details of the front. This is where we would now paste in our plain garment. The aim of this page is to basically do the description of the garment with some annotation as well. So we'll click over here just so that we can see more details of like exactly what I'm talking about. Let's start annotating. I'm going to copy this just to make my life a little easier. Paste that there, and I'm gonna make that point towards the collar, because I'm basically gonna say that that is gonna be a thick ribbed collar. I'm gonna go ahead and steal another arrow. You could go ahead and do this as well, like no problem. Steal them, still not a problem at all. Let's describe this, the DGT printed artwork. For C, I'm gonna describe this. So I'm gonna be like cover stitch. And I would actually label all of them. I'm gonna describe this and be like drop shoulder. That's that page done. The next page is details of the back. Now the back doesn't really have like extra details, but if it did, obviously I would go ahead and describe the back. You will see in my full example, you will see that I have spoken about the back. I don't have anything to say really about the back. I would just simply go ahead and delete that. You can do that, it's not a problem. You don't have to fill in everything. So next is the colorways. Now, as you can see, I've got some instructions here as well. So do you have a color reference or picture? You can insert it here. And do you have a Pantone reference? So Pantones are basically like a universal color code that people use all over the world, and it just makes sure that your manufacturer is not getting the color like completely like wrong. Funnily enough, I actually need to go back into Adobe Illustrator and I need to do the off-white for this. And of course I've got the black, but you'll see that the black, I've got it with the back as well, but we just need the front. I'm gonna export it the same way we did before. Now it is on my desktop and I can go ahead and just drag those in. So those are my colorways. Obviously if you have more, you would add more. And then over here, you could just add the actual reference of the colorway. So would go ahead and type in like Pantone color for black, for example. And then I would copy this, hop into here and paste it. And then I'm gonna go back into my Google and I'm gonna do Pantone color for off-white. And I'm gonna just find something that works for me, to be honest. So I'll just copy this and paste that. Obviously when you're doing yours, just make sure you take a bit more time to look for the exact color that you want, but this is just so that you get the idea of what you want that page to look like. Next page, we are looking at artwork. We're gonna go back to my desktop and we're just gonna insert the plain image, and then we're gonna go over to my folder and just insert that there. And then in here, I would just basically put the measurements of the artwork. This is inaccurate, by the way. It's just me like guessing. And then the style, so it's gonna be DTG printed. Gonna describe the main colors, so it's like a dark gray and gold. I'm gonna hop onto my reference over here. As you can see, that's what that one looks like. And then if you have artwork that's going on the back, you'd do the same for the back, but I don't, so I'm gonna just delete that page. So measurements. Now this is the part that you need to spend a lot of time on, because this is what the manufacturer is going to use to actually create your garment to the sizing that you want it to be. And now because it takes so long to go through, I am just gonna show you on this example. So this is basically what that page would look like. So let's take a measurement A, for example. So you would just measure out A. You will call it whatever it is, so the cuff, and then you'd write how long that cuff is going to be. Let's take B, because as you can see, this jacket is super detailed, so it's going to have a lot more like measurements on there. But I'm sure you pretty much get the idea. This is how I would place like the measurements for the t-shirt and what I would call them, so you can pretty much get an idea. And then of course I would include the measurements of the actual artwork as well. Here's an example with artwork as well. So I would include the longest part of the artwork across and going down, and then where it's going to be placed. So I'd take the measurement from the seam of the collar and just state, you know, exactly where I want it to be positioned. So that is what I would do on this page. For the culture, I'm just going to go ahead and add one measurement. So as you can see, that's A. So in here, I would type something like sleeve opening length, like seam to seam. Try and get as descriptive as possible. Then of course, I'd write in the measurements. And then you would do the same for the back. If you've got any specific measurements for the back, this tends to be for more complicated designs, but obviously like a t-shirt is not complicated at all. But in my case, I would just delete the back because I don't need to do the back. Next, if your garment had trim, so let's go into my example over here, which actually does have a trim. You would again do the measurements for that trim. My garment doesn't have a trim, so I'm just going to delete that again. So my garment label specifications. So I already have my garment label designed. So it's in my Adobe Illustrator. So what I would do is just open that up and copy it along with the measurements as well to make my life a little bit easier. And also, I also have the care label for it as well. And I'll literally paste that in there. And in here, it's asking for like the Pantone Colours. So as you can see, this is just going to be white. So I would get a Pantone reference for white. But you guys pretty much get the idea. So in here, I'll do the grey. And then I'll of course do the navy blue. Then we're going to do the same for like the hang tag. So again, I have that designed in Adobe Illustrator. If you guys want me to do like a video as to how like I went about designing these things, you can comment down below and let me know. So I'll literally just copy this, paste that in here. And the same thing with the Pantone reference colors. So I would go into here, navy blue, find the navy blue. Oof. Guys, fun fact, actually you probably know this already, navy blue is my favorite color, so whenever I see it I just get so happy. It brings me so much joy. But yeah, paste that in there, and obviously like the orange and the gray, and that's pretty much the whole tech pack. It's not difficult, it's just knowing what you need to put in there, and hopefully your manufacturer is not going to come back and be asking you like hella questions because you've already got it down in your tech pack. Like I mentioned, you can grab this tech pack template along with the flats on my website taddyg.co.uk. I will link it down below, and you can, you know, work through and create your very own tech pack. As you can see, it kind of did take me a long time, but it's definitely saving you time by using the template and also having the flats already ready for you guys. So yeah, I really hope that that video has been helpful for you guys. Please be sure to click the link in my description and in my pinned comment to join the masterclass by Stephen Bartlett. It's gonna be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna be in there trying to learn a thing or two as well. I'm gonna absorb absorb as much information as I can, and I want to invite you guys to do so too. So please be sure to click the link in my description. Like I said, it's free. Yeah, 4 p.m. 14th of April. And guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in my very next video.